Welcome back. We are still on the topic straight lines. In the previous video, we solved a question on finding the equation of a straight line when we were given 2 points that fall on the straight line. In this video, we are going to solve another question. The question for this video is, find the equation of the straight line that passes through the points -1, -2, and 0, 3. So this straight line passes through the points -1, -2, and 0, 3. The question wants us to find the equation of the straight line. As we have seen, the first thing we need to do is to use the coordinates of these points to find the gradient of the straight line. And we are going to use the formula y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. -1 minus 2 is the first point, so that is going to give us x1, y1, and 3, 0 is the second point, so it's going to give us x2, y2. What it means is that 0 is y2, -2 is y1, 3 is x2, and -1 is x1. So we substitute this information into the formula. So you have y2 minus y1. y2 is 0, and y1 is -2. So you have 0 minus -2, and that will give us 0 plus 2, divided by x2 is 3, and x1 is -1. So you have 3 minus -1, and that will give us 3 plus 1. So the gradient is 0 plus 2 divided by 3 plus 1, and that will give us 1 divided by 2 if you simplify it. So we have the gradient of this straight line as 1 divided by 2. As we have already seen from the previous videos, after finding the gradient of the straight line, you choose any one of these points together with the gradient to find the equation of the straight line. In this case, I'm going to choose the second point. So I'm going to choose 3, 0. It means that I'm going to use the point 3, 0 and the gradient 1 divided by 2 to find the equation of this line. We will use the formula y minus y1 is equal to m into bracket x minus x1. So m is the gradient, that is 1 divided by 2. x1 is the x-coordinate of the point that we chose. So here x1 will be 3, and y1 is the y-coordinate of the point that we chose. So y1 will be 0. So we have the gradient as 1 divided by 2, x1 is 3, and y1 is 0. We substitute this information into the formula, and this will give us y minus y1, which is 0, is equal to m is half, so 1 divided by 2 into bracket x minus x1, which is 3. Y minus 0 will give us y, so we have y is equal to 1 divided by 2 into bracket x minus 3. I want to cancel out the fraction from this equation, so I'll multiply through by the LCM of the denominator. There is only one fraction, so the LCM of the denominator will be the same as the denominator. The denominator is 2, so I'll multiply the left hand side by 2 and the right hand side by 2. And this will give us 2 times y is equal to 2 times 1 divided by 2 into bracket x minus 3. 2 will cancel 2. And this will give us 2 times y is 2y. When 2 cancels 2, we have 1 into bracket x minus 3, or 2y is equal to x minus 3. Since 1 times any number is the number itself, so 1 times x will give us x, and 1 times minus 3 will give us minus 3. I'll group all the terms on one side of the equation. So I will send 2y from the left hand side to the right hand side, and that will give us x minus 2y minus 3 is equal to 0. So the equation of the straight line is x minus 2y minus 3 is equal to 0. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel for more videos. If you consider all the questions that we've solved so far, you can see that in order to find the equation of a straight line, you need the gradient of the straight line and at least one point that falls on the straight line. So to find the equation of a straight line, you need the gradient of the straight line and at least one point that falls on the straight line. So if you are given 2 points that fall on the straight line, You use those 2 points to find the gradient, and then you choose any one of the 2 points together with the gradient to find the equation of the straight line. In the next video, we are going to learn how to find the equation of a straight line when that line is parallel to another line. Bye bye.